Global Times, 31st of August 2023, signing an FTA shows China and Nicaragua's commitment to increasing economic integration. China has given weaker Latin American nations high-interest loans and debt-trap diplomacy. After more than a year of discussions, China and Nicaragua signed a free trade agreement, FTA, on Thursday, indicating their commitment to advancing free trade, investment, and deeper economic integration, according to China's Ministry of Commerce, MOFCOM. Through a video link, the FTA was signed by Laureano Ortega, the president of Nicaragua's advisor on trade, investment, and international cooperation, and Wang Wentao, the commerce minister of China. According to a MOFCOM official, the FTA's signing is a significant development in the history of bilateral economic and trade relations. It will unlock the potential of bilateral investment and commerce and advance the caliber and advancement of bilateral cooperation. The official stated that it also demonstrates the two nations' shared goal and unwavering resolve to advance free trade and investment, sending a strong message to the international community in favor of multilateralism and free trade and encouraging the steady recovery of the world economy. Speaking on the FTA, a spokesman for China's foreign ministry named Wang Wentao stated on Thursday that it is the biggest accomplishment of pragmatic bilateral cooperation since the resumption of diplomatic relations and will open up more opportunities for future collaboration. On December 10, 2021, diplomatic connections between China and Nicaragua were restored following the announcement by the Central American nation that it was cutting diplomatic ties with China's Taiwan island. As per a Xinhua news agency report, it became the 181st nation to sign a formal diplomatic agreement with China. China-Nicaragua Free Trade Agreement, FTA, covers investment, rules, cross-border services, and goods trade, among other topics, according to a release from the MOFCOM. The FTA has 22 chapters and 15 annexes. The agreement states that over 95% of traded goods will eventually be eligible for zero tariff status, with about 60% getting zero tariff treatment right away. China has inked the first-ever agreement with a trading partner to allow investment in the form of a negative list and cross-border trade in services, including financial services. Nicaragua now offers more options for Chinese businesses to investigate the Nicaraguan market thanks to the Central American nation's high-level opening up commitment to China in manufacturing, construction engineering, electric power transportation, and maritime transportation. Based on its WTO commitments, China will progressively open up a wide range of sectors to Nicaragua, including banking and insurance, wholesale and retail, environmental protection, commercial services, and ocean transportation. According to the MOFCOM, the two parties would carry out domestic procedures to encourage the FTA's early implementation. Bilateral commerce reached $760 million in 2022, with China importing lumber, sugar, leather, and agricultural items and exporting textiles, computers, and communication equipment. In July 2022, the two nations initiated comprehensive discussions and negotiations through working groups to negotiate a free trade agreement. The swift completion of the FTA suggests that Nicaragua and the more significant Central American and Caribbean regions are stepping up cooperation with the Chinese market, which is a stabilizing and driving force amid a weak global economy and rising geopolitical tensions, according to Zhou Jiwei, an expert on Latin American studies at the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, who spoke to the Global Times on Thursday. Zhou stated that more nations in these areas have understood the genuine advantages that increased bilateral ties and trade exchanges with China will provide. After Ecuador, Chile, Peru, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua, China was the fifth Latin American nation to sign a free trade agreement. Shortly after establishing diplomatic relations in March, China and Honduras declared in July that formal discussions on a bilateral free trade agreement, FTA, were about to begin.